So our third finalist is Linh Ngoc Bui. Congratulations, Linh. And are you ready for your presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Anytime.
So, honorable judges and peers fellows, I'm Linh and I'm from Vietnam, 11th grade student. And it is my privilege and also pleasure to be one of the 16 panelists. So may I start my presentation? So artificial intelligence and AI is changing the world before our eyes. Once the province of science fiction, we now carry systems powered by AI in our pockets and wear them on our wrist. The promise of AI to improve our lives is enormous. AI-based systems are already outperforming medical specialists in diagnosing certain disease, while the use of AI in the financial system is expanding access to credit to borrowers that were once passed by. Automated hiring system promise to evaluate job candidates on the basis of their bona fide qualifications rather than on qualities such as age or appearance that often lead human decision makers astray. Yet, AI has also had downside that damage its considerable promise. Foremost among these is that AI systems depend on the generation, collection, storage, analysis, and use of vast quantities of data, with corresponding impacts on the right to privacy. AI techniques can be used to discover some of our most intimate secrets by drawing profound correlations of our seemingly innocuous bits of data. AI can easily perpetuate existing patterns of bias and discrimination, since the most common way to deploy this system is to train them to replicate the outcomes achieved by human decision makers. Privacy, bias, and discrimination, these factors all point to the violation of fundamental human rights. Besides any other relations that AI might have, from politics to economics, etc. It is the link to our basic rights that we often overlook. So the main questions are here. What are the human rights issues related to AI? How are they going to be addressed? And what are the gaps and challenges? And how can we address vulnerabilities and foster resilience in this context? Regarding human rights issues of AI, some related to the design and nature of AI itself, others are issues connected to the implementations and use of AI, and the issues are sometimes cross-domain, could manifest in one or more sectors or fields of applications. Many of these issues are common to all technologies. For example, privacy and data protections. Many are interrelated, like transparencies, fairness, and accountabilities, and might not operate in silos. However, the ability of AI to amplify or facilitate their adverse effects must not be underestimated at any time. And many of these examined issues have wide-ranging societal and human rights implications. They affect the spectrum of human rights principles, from data protections, equality, freedom, human autonomy, to human dignity, safety, and informed consent. So I believe that in my essay, I had mentioned that the relationship between artificial intelligence and human rights is perplexing. The impact is not unidirectional or not exclusively positive or negative. The relationship between AI and human rights is reciprocal, with both influencing each other's. And the positive and negative human rights impact caused by AI are not equally distributed across societies. Some individuals and groups experience positive impacts from the very same applications that adversely impact the other rights holders. In some cases, a particular AI application can positively impact the enjoyment of a given human rights for a particular class of individuals, while adversely affecting the enjoyment of the very same human right by others. And in this case, there is another concern in AI design. Does that technology design work for the most vulnerable in societies? And as AI technology works closely with vast amounts of data, they will have crossover and substantial effects that exacerbate a human rights issue related to them and impacts on individuals. Such issue will amplify if industry develop application and system without paying attention early on in design and development process to the potential impacts of such technologies, whether on human rights, ethicals, or any societal values. And as And as artificial intelligence technology progress, there will be further issues, vulnerabilities, and impact on human rights that will need further monitoring and research. Technological advance will change ahead via data-driven innovations and intelligent machines that complement and the human capabilities. And AI is at the forefront of discussions at the moment, and we all expect that the convergence of the technologies and new developments will change this. And refreshed discussions will be needed as new dilemmas for the law and our societal values will be posed. And to me, the main point is that AI should be designed in the right respecting manners. And the question to be asked is how many of these AI tools have the levels of transparencies and view processes that are absolutely essential when the impact they can have is going to affect our basic rights. And that is the end of my presentation. Thanks a lot for your hearing.
Okay, thank you very much, Lean, for your presentation. Ran a little bit long, so I just want to remind the presenters to try and keep your presentation under 4 minutes if you can. So stand by, Lean, for 2 questions. Your first question will come from Dr. Kate Moore of MIT.
Hi, good morning and good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Kate Moore. I'm at MIT, and I really appreciate your talk, Lynn. It was incredibly wonderful to hear you talk about human rights, the work we're doing to make sure that AI is used ethically and in a way that moves society towards equitable access to these tools. I'm impressed by the level of research that your essay and your talk just now seems to touch on. You're pulling from some work that's done at the European University Institute, and you cite some work that was talked about by in their Center for Digital Society. And I'm seeing that you're pulling on this idea that the relationship between AI and human rights is reciprocal. I thought that was an interesting point. And you did a great job just now sharing what you mean by reciprocal, about how the human encounters with AI inform the development of AI, and then the development of AI informs the encounters that we have with AI. So I think you did a nice job of offering some detail into that complicated and complex relationship. I wanted to give you an opportunity just in a few minutes to answer a question about that relationship. I was wondering if your intent behind referencing this relationship in your argument is to highlight that this reciprocal relationship is unfortunate or is an opportunity. So let me say that a little more clarity. I'm wondering if you could speak to whether you think the relationship is unfortunate because our human rights law is not ready to properly guide the development of AI systems, right? Or do you think that this reciprocal relationship is an opportunity for us to, as a people, as a society, to govern and move the development of AI?
So thank you so much for your questions and also for your listening. So to your questions about the reciprocal relationships between AI and human rights, to me, I think is an opportunities. So I mean, like the relationship between AI and human rights is reciprocal, with both influence each others, and so subsequently, human rights can serve as a benchmark for evaluating the societal acceptance of AI technologies, like offering guidance and identifying potential obstacles. But due to that, the fact that human rights principles were established before the emergence of artificial intelligence technology, certain gaps exist in addressing its implications. I mean, this gap, combining with the swift advancement of artificial intelligence in recent times, give rise to significant apprehensions regarding potential human rights violations and associated risks. So yeah, I think most of them is an opportunities for us to find the most appropriate solutions towards this relationship. So it's an opportunity for me.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Thank you, Dr. Moore, and thank you, Lean, for the answer and the question. So our next question for you, Lean, will come from Principal George Van de Cure.
Hi, Lynn. So could you give an example of a human right that could be threatened by AI?
So as I researched and within legal discourse, so particular attention has been directed towards two main dangers: is data privacy and bias.
So let's take an example like the right for equal treatment. How could AI affect that?
So
Like all humans have the right to be treated equally. How could AI have an effect on that?
okay, so thank you for your questions. And so as I believe that, as I've mentioned in my speech, is there is a lot of vulnerabilities that exist between the relationship between AI and between AI and human rights. So the positive and negative human rights impacts caused by AI are not evenly distributed across societies. Some individuals and groups experience positive impacts from the very same applications that may adversely impact the other rights holders. And in some specific cases, a part of the AI application can positively impact the enjoyment of a given human right for a particular class of individuals, while adversely affecting the enjoyment of the very same human right by others. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.